Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be checking out Precision X1. It's the new overclocking software for the 20 series cards from EVGA. I do not have a 20 series card right now, but uh, regardless of what EVGA says, this does currently work with my 10 series card at least. So I'm just going to go ahead, we're going to see what's worked, what doesn't work, what completely doesn't work, and what's going to break my card and things like that. But, let's just go along with the ride and see where we go. So we're gonna start. This is the default page where you get to when you first open it up. If you hover over these, it highlights the different parts of the cards. This is an ICX card, so it should have temperature sensors for the memory and the power delivery. However, they don't show up at all. And overclocking works as far as I can see. When you apply a new clock here, it absolutely does apply. So that's interesting. So this does work for overclocking. I don't know how dependable it would be. I think maybe right now stick with XOC, just because that is what they recommend at this point. And as you will see, this is a very, very buggy software for GTX cards. So let's go ahead and go to the LEDs. And so this says, these are just the two default cards, I think. And you can select the bridge or either cards. When they are purple, that means they're on. And yeah, but for me, brightness and things like that, they don't do anything. You can't apply the brightness, or you can't apply static off or breathing or anything like that. They just don't work at all. Hardware monitor works just fine, and there's even this feature where you can put them in the bottom on the right. The text looks awful, but I mean you can do it, so it's kind of cool. OSD doesn't do anything. It will throw up some errors, sounding that you're missing DLLs and things like that, but it doesn't do anything. The HWM button hasn't done anything, and the LED button does bring up LED sync, but it doesn't see anything on the card, so there we go. It just sees my close-loop cooler. Setup, start with OS. Everything is not checked by default, really, so start with OS, start minimized, apply previous settings on load, check updates. All this is just default. There's no other languages or anything like that. You can go over, and there's OSD, but again, it doesn't work, so you can't actually get it to work. Hardware polling, things like that. Let's go back here and go over. There's a temp tuner. Again, doesn't do anything. Automatic control, temperature, hysteresis, or I don't know. There's no preset. And enable automatic control. I haven't checked that out yet, but due to the fact that it doesn't give me a fan speed or anything like that on here, I'm not exactly positive I want the software controlling my card. Last is the VF curve tuner. My card, the scan and the test works, but I cannot get it to apply the scanned and tested overclock. It just stays default. It doesn't do anything, no matter even if I click apply or anything. The clock speed stays the exact same. And I believe that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's all there is. The EVGA thing up here takes you to the EVGA site, which is hilarious. Other than that, you can just move the software really anywhere. I think you can click anywhere in the software and it'll move. You have 10 profiles, obviously, but that's pretty much it. The software, other than recording your GPU temp and your voltage and your clock speeds, the software at this point is pretty much useless for GTX cards. I mean, it looks good, and it's fast, and it's responsive, and it only crashed my system like 3 times playing with it. So if you want to test it out, if you have a 1080 Ti Hybrid card like I do, or a similar card like the Superclock 2 or the Superclock Black, either one of those should have the same PCB. Or even maybe a Founders. The Superclock cards are Founder editions with extra ICX temp sensors. But if you want to try it out, be my guest. So far, The only, like, do not adjust the power target. This will crash your system. I tried to adjust it to 120. The system just crashed immediately. Overclocking, like I said, does work. If I, like, let's say I click like 75, go ahead and click apply, and it will set. I've seen it go a little higher. I haven't really tested this too much regarding um, benchmarks or anything like that, but I did notice there was a increase on the clock speed when I overclocked. But other than that, like I said, there's nothing else on the software. If you minimize it, it just goes to the bottom, and that's it. So I want to thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and put them down below, and I'll try to, see them all, and I'll reply to all of them, and I will try to maybe live stream if you guys want to see anything else. I do have a live stream on my Twitch channel. It should be linked on my profile with about a 40-minute video where I'm running the overclock scanner. But other than that, like I said, thank you guys for watching, and have a good night.